Hello. Welcome to the pet room. David Bradley here. To continue, we have the 4040 here. And one thing I did do and realized that I shouldn't have, I think, before. I'm going to turn this around. I have two screws into the board. And really, they should be at different sides. As in, I got one at the back and I got one at the front, but they're kind of on the same side. And just looking the way the board is kind of hanging, I think that... Why is this sitting funny? Oh, who knows? Well, it was somewhat of a mistake. But anyway. Alright. So we need to get this board out of here. There is one screw with... Uh-oh. Did I drop a little washer? Possibly. Okay, got the washer. Where'd it go? Why are things rolling away on me? What the heck? Oh, boy, did it go for a roll. Went all the way across. Okay, so now we have things to unplug. Screwdrivers to put down. Okay. All right. Oh. Okay. So this is now separate. It is. So this board is the one that's been doing weird things, like taking 10 minutes to warm up. I did put a thing up online, and the guy said, and this is quite wise, if things work after things heat up, check capacitors. If things don't work after things heat up, check chips. Good sense. All right. Let's see here. I don't generally like to put things down on the top of the drive. Not that anything is going to really short out, but who knows. So, because we have some chips to harvest. Why? Because we put some chips out of the other board in this one. 3 of them, which is fairly major in the chip rope. Oh dear. Alright, hang on. I see that the last pins are just a little bent. Just a little. Just a little. So, check the witness mark. Oh! Make sure everything is looking happy, 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 happy. And push the 6502 chip into the board. I keep setting glasses down. Here's a different pair. Alright. That is good. I could, if I was brave, I could put the chips, the 65, whatever they are, that was in this board, I could put them into this other board, but that introduces more unknowns. I want to put this board back the way it was, when I first encountered it, where it was flashing. Oh, 8 times. Boy, this chip does not want to come out. It's funny, I did a search on this MOS CEO 10,000 and 750 chip, and it seems it's also got some standing in the Atari world. I guess that is not surprising, as there were not tons of different options around in those days, and Commodore sold lots of chips to other people. They did. So we'll straighten the pins ever so slightly, and we'll straighten the pin ever so slightly, and we'll take this board away, and we'll put it up over here. Hello. Why are things being difficult? Okay. All right. So I like to get one side in, get the other side lined up, and push. Always checking the witness mark. And you know, it's funny, because it's not always. The printing on the chips, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be consistent. This one is a little wonky. It seems the pins are a little wider, or they seem to be. Okay, we're in. What's from this paper? This paper's from 13 years ago. Greater Toronto. Back to the land. Ailing boy off to Disney World. Alright, toss that up here. Okay, so here, this is the board that was flashing 8 times. Alright. So, we'll line it up. With basically the IEEE connector is what needs to be lined up. And then the screw holes. Oh, did I ever find? Oh, there's the little washer that got away. Way over there. All right. Get the IEEE connector to go through. Line up the screw hole. Grab the screw. Put the little tiny washer onto the screw. Put it on the screwdriver. Line it up. And start putting it in, but not go too far. Now, the other washer went way over in between the soldering irons, which I'm sure they're cool by now, but I don't want to risk something going wrong, so I will be very careful. And this time, I'm going to put the washer on the screwdriver, on the screw, and see, last time I had trouble getting this hole over here to line up, and it's hard to see. But I didn't like the way the board was hanging. So this time I am going to get this done. Haha! And it's going in. So I can snug that one. And in a moment we will have an answer. So we have connectors to connect. Power that goes from the main board to the daughter board. Power from the power supply that comes onto the main board. Come on. Wow. Data that goes from the main board to the daughter board to the motherboard. Hello, Penny. And then we have the lone LED, which should actually work this time. Okay. So, hi, Penny. Penny, Penny, Penny. There still could be hot things here. Okay. Now, we turn the drive around. And we look for the power cable that we have been using for all kinds of things. Have to draw. Oh, watch that starter again. I'm sure it's cool, but I just don't want bad things to happen. Hello, Penny. Yes, I know. I know. Okay, we'll get some food. Okay. So here's the moment of truth. Did I waste a bunch of time and put this back together? Or was it one bad chip? We will apply power. Oh. Well, it's funny. This looks a lot like what this drive was doing before when it needed to warm up. Let me double check that everything is connected. It's funny, it pretty much says if it just stays on, it's probably 6502. Just looking to see if the 6502 is in. It seems to be in. And the lights are still on. Well, this is different. But I'm not exactly pleased. So this could be, if it is, if I leave this on for a while, and it comes to life. Let me look. Chips are in the right way. The RAM chip is in. Maybe this drive also has big capacitor issues. Because certainly there's nothing the other board could have done, should have done, would have done. This is peculiar. Well, I guess I've just got to let it sit. And see, remember, with that other board, once it warmed up, this drive was just fine. Is there anything I've forgotten? Do I have everything plugged in properly? Power is in. Data is in. It is. The RAM chip is in. Is the RAM chip in the right way? I think so. Yes, Petty, I know. Yep, the RAM chip is in the right way. This is peculiar. I wonder if I have what are these things? Chips, the 10,750 CO. I wonder if I reversed them. They look okay. I suppose one thing I could do, I mean, all I really did was change this RAM chip. And now, mind you, is this other RAM chip bad? I don't know. You know what? I think I gotta be patient. And let this sit. But I can't do it. Hang on. I gotta turn it off. Take this screwdriver, because that's what this always says. It always says. If it just stays on, it's the 6502. So I'm going to check this to make sure I have not bent any pins. And I have not bent any pins. And the chip is not overly warm. There it is. And it was in the right way. So I'm going to put it back in. This is kind of a strange way to do it. But it's back in. All right, you know what? It's late at night. Maybe not the best time to do this. Or to sort of, this might be the time to walk away. But I am going to, with great care. I think I tested all these other RAM chips. This would be from the Big 20. I'm sure I did. I'm going to pull the RAM chip out. I'm going to check it. It looks good. Over here. It's not there. Oh, it's right here. Here is the original RAM chip that I took out. I'm going to put it back in. Into the fresh socket it will go. If I could get it in there. It does have short little legs. Oh, thing is 6 miles away from me. Excuse me. I'm thinking about cursing. But I'm not necessarily doing it. Okay, that RAM chip is back in. And it's in the right way. And it's doing exactly the same thing. This is peculiar. Very peculiar. Oh! It fell off. Where? Between the capacitors. will shuffle it over here. Set it there. And then I will take this other one and I will put it back in. And I will turn it on and it will come up exactly the same. Well, you know, while I'm here, I'm going to jiggle the cable. Oh, shake all the things there are to shake. Make sure they're in properly. Same on this end. Just give them a little shake. Do the little edge connector things. Do the little edge connector things. Turn it on. And see that it is exactly the same. Which is, of course, different. Right. Right now I should be more patient. I'm going to pop out these chips here. The ones that I put in I will double check the pins and the witness mark, and I'm going to swap their positioning because stranger things have happened. I'll turn it on. And it will be just the same. Ooh, what have I done? Let's see. Let's see if we can get this weird phone to do something. I think it might still have the flash code things up here. 0 page. Okay, if LEDs come on and stay on, the microprocessor UN1 is probably at fault. And what is UN1? The 6502. Excuse me, one moment. I am standing up, up, up. There's another 4040 here. I gotta be careful not to knock things over. That would be bad. But in this other 4040, and you see, who knows? Is it likely that in this moment of switching chips back and forth that something happened to the 6502 chip? No, it's not likely. But it's possible. So, oh, do no harm, do no harm, do no harm. Okay. All right, I have stolen the 6502 chip from the 33rd week of 1979. The pins are fine. The drive is off. Now the other thing, of course, is this drive has these white chip things, and from what I've heard, they too can be an issue. Anyway, 6502. It is in the right configuration. Push it in, turn it on. Well, that was a good gamble. All right, I'm going to turn this off a second. I'm going to close it. I'm going to find the location of the IEEE cable. And it is here. All right, so that means our RAM chip gamble has paid off. Ah, what are we doing here? Cords, cables, things, stuff. All right. This is cred. We have two discs. Now remember that with that other board, this did weird stuff to start. All right, catalog V0. Okay. Catalog V1. It's okay. 10. Catalog V0. Catalog V1. Go to 10. All right. So it does seem our gamble has paid off. Now, what is up with this? What a surprising twist and turn of events that is. A bad, it would seem, 6502A from the 24th week of 1981. And here is a bad RAM chip. All right, so before anything else goes bad here, and this is doing okay. So, funny, the guys online said if, with that board thing, if things don't work and then they do, check capacitors. And if they do work and then they don't, check chips. Makes good sense. But here's the thing. This, in terms of the big capacitors, it can't be. Mind you, I suppose I had this on for a bit as I tinkered, so it wasn't stone cold, 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 cold. It was not. Anyway, before I forget, 18 pin socket 2114. All right, the little bags. Now it's funny also because that 6502 chip was working in that other board, but maybe it was on the way out. I don't know. Very strange. It's also very strange I can't get this stupid thing in the bag. Perhaps I'm getting tired in the middle of the night here. Oh, come on. It's not that small a bag. Maybe it is. I did have some other bags that are a little bigger. Okay, you know what? Boom, 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 boom. The sockets can go in without the phone. Baggies. Bad. 6502. Oh, I must be tired. I can't even write 4040. All right. That's good. And then if I whip over here to this bag, I can find a little envelope that says bad 2114s. I'm not even going to try and stick it in the foam. I'm just going to get it in the bag. All right, in the bag, in the bag, in the bag, in the bag. What's over here? 2114. Okay. Good stuff. Now I guess what I will do here is deload, copy till OK3. Program looks good. I will catalog D1. And, oh, I guess this is okay. I have this set to do the same thing, except set the ID at 89. That's fine. All right, so we'll format, we'll copy, we'll test. So, 2 choices of RAM chips. We're good. I will, of course, at times, somehow or another, explore that 6502 again. It's very strange. And I guess I really got to check that other board. But see that it's all very weird how that one was acting and then it wasn't acting and then it was fine and then I don't know. I just don't know. All right, time to charge the phone Hey Google, what's the score in the Blue Jays game?
Currently, the Blue Jays are leading the Dodgers 3-2 in the bottom of the seventh.
Oh. And it is getting late into the night. That is a West Coast game. So things are copying. Now, yes, I have to remember, I took a chip out of that drive. That is the one at the top that I have to find another motor to put in. I do. Oh, and this board over here. I'm trying to think. Why did I swap? So, oh, I think there was an error message. That's right. The zero page 6532. Oh yeah, okay. So it was flashing 5 times. That is why I changed it to 6530, which of course can also be the 6502. Is there another 6502 in there? Because it says UK3, UH3. Ugh. I would not be surprised. UK3, UH3. UK. Well, it is also possible that on the different versions of the boards, the chips have different things. Oh, funny, I hadn't noticed this. Maybe I haven't had it off. But the connector on this board, which is a 40 pin, oh dear, we're running low on power. Anyway, the socket, the black socket on here, it says it's amp, and it has, I'm not sure if you can see this. I can barely see it. I don't think you can. Maybe you can. It has numbers to number the pins. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I'll have to take a picture. Oh yeah, they all do. Huh, interesting. Never noticed that. Not in years. I guess they all don't have this. Oh, yeah, I can see my little scratch marks from when I was pulling chips out. All right. We're done. And did it do it properly? It did. So I think what I will do, I will copy 10 times. Now I'm not going to sit here while this does it, but I'm going to give it a go. So, what is next? Well, I certainly don't need this newspaper on top of the drive, helping it stay warm. What is next? Funny, I was talking with Rudy, and he said, well, how many 4040s do you have? And I thought, well, I've got the one in the pet room. It's the one that went through the flood, and I think it's just got the circuit board. And then there's this one. And there's 4 here, so that's 5 and 6. And then there's one over here. I gotta check 7. And then I was just turning around. And then I realized that a while ago, I put some dual drives underneath some of the old pets because I could, and because, I thought, oh, for the picture, this would be cool. Anyway, there's another one there. So I did not intend to get all wrapped up in disk drive things. First of all, I intended to working on the oldest pets. And I also intended to get the family picture done. And, things happen. And part of the reason that things happen is because I got a call from a fellow named Dirty who found a 2040 upgraded to a 4040 that he wanted me to go pick up, which I did do. And then I got interested in disk drives. But the thing of it is now that I'm into them, I might as well go through all of them, because now there are things that I'm learning I've never known before, things that I'm doing I've never done before. And while I've got them all apart, I've got them all here, you know, I might as well run through the whole bunch of them and figure out what's what. Because ultimately, like, I do want to take the family portrait, but then there's another picture, and that is to kind of replicate the front of one of the transactors with drives and drives and drives. And I don't know if I can do it quite as well, but I can do it probably better but differently if I incorporate the dual drives and some 1541s and things. And I would love to see if I could get Carl Hilton to pop by for a moment to sit in front of this, because even though we don't see his face on the front of the transactor on this one, it's him. He had a great artist who did the covers, and there was Carl with his back turned. Disk drives piled high, disk drives piled high, on the desk, disk drives piled high. And I'm assuming there was a computer in there somewhere. Anyway, we'll see what we can do. So I'm going to leave this to torture. I'm going to leave this to charge. I'm going to start copying some things off of here and upload some things. And maybe by that time this will be done. And then perhaps I'll go to sleep. Perhaps. Anyway, I am pleased. The gamble paid off. I could have just as easily picked the other RAM chip. Just as easily. 50-50. Yay. Alright, and I should document things, but I'm not doing that now. So this can run. Oops, sorry about that. And that's enough for now. So thanks for coming. We are at the moment looking at almost. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's starting again, yes. We're looking at almost 5 working 4040s. And I'm hitting things here. Oh, it's a fan. And one that at the moment is parts and things, including 2 weird drives. So not bad. Not bad at all. Anyway. All right. Good night, good morning, good day. Bye for now.